Um, so before we get into reactions and reviews, I wanted to have another kind of discussion segment this week, because last week we had a really good one about being genuine and kind of um, just a really important talking segment last week, but this week will kind of be more of a tip. Um, and this is one that I could really like if I let myself, I could truly get into like a rabbit hole of of conversation. So I'm gonna not do that. So what we will do though is break something down that I see a lot of people doing, right? And it's not something that's necessarily bad. And again, let me preface this by saying that if you don't care about this sort of thing, right? That's fine. You know what I mean? This is for the people that kind of do care. So what we're going to be talking about is why promo matters, what's good promo, what's bad promo, what does it all mean, and why do I have to do it? So again, there's going to be people that just don't care, right? And they'll just kind of drop songs whenever, and they're not too interested in numbers and this and this and this, right? Because numbers are merely statistics, and people like to put a lot of emotion behind them, right? But it's really something that is a stat, and it tells how far your work can actually spread. So it's not necessarily something that like holds value to you or your work, but it's something that can tell you a lot about your work. That's why I say it's a tool rather than more so like a sense of worth, because people get that shit really fucked up, and that's a whole other conversation. So yeah, again, if you're kind of not interested in any of that, and you just want to release your music, this conversation definitely is not for you. This is more so for the people that are like complaining on Twitter and Instagram, and they're like, why doesn't anybody run my songs up? Why doesn't this get any plays? Let's break it down. So a big problem, and the number one thing that I wanted to start off with is people's kind of promotion tactics, right? And again, I'm not going to go into great detail about this because we could talk for hours about this, and this is really something that I work with people like one-on-one with, but this is something I'm going to share with the community rather than not talk about it, because it is definitely something that I see often. So you have a new song. You upload the new song. Your song's live. It's available on all platforms. Maybe you have your YouTube link, you have your SoundCloud link, whatever. Stop, and I emphasize the stop posting links with nothing else. Okay? It's 2023, and I would have thought the scene would have just gradually moved past doing that, and people would kind of catch on, but nobody is clicking that shit. Like, if I'm being really, really brutally honest, it's more so of you need something to catch the eye, but also a little bit more information on what you're dropping, right? Because I've seen people drop whole projects with just a fucking SoundCloud link, and I'm like, man, I shudder to think you actually give a fuck about anything. You know what I mean? Because my theory with it all is essentially you'll spend hours in the studio, right? You finally get a song done, and then you go and drop the link, as opposed to dropping it with the cover art, dropping it with tags, dropping it with the title, for Christ's sake. You know what I mean? So, like, some people don't even say what the fuck the song name is, and that shit's just like not okay, because a week later you're gonna be like, damn, nobody fucking with me. What do you mean nobody fucking with you, bro? You don't even fuck with yourself. like let's be honest, you know what I mean? So let's be totally real here. Like, you have to put just as much effort into promoting that shit as you do creating it, right? And there'll be people that want to say, oh, like, I don't want to do that. So then get a team, you know what I mean? Get a fucking manager, get somebody that will do it for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, like, you're not an artist with an established base, right? Because the ones that do know what the fuck they're doing, and they can do whatever the fuck they want. But for the ones that are trying to build a fan base, man, how do you expect to reach people if you're just out here dropping links? Everybody drops links. What the fuck? Who cares? What makes you any more special than anybody else? So it's like, you know, and again, I preface it by saying it's for the people that care. You know what I mean? Not for the people that just want to drop art. That's fine. Do your thing. Drop however you want to drop. But for the ones that go on the internet and wonder, well, why aren't my drops doing anything? Put a little more effort into fucking promoting it, you know what I mean? Than just tweeting out a link, you know? And again, for the people as to where that may work, those are like one-off kind of like people that have followings from other avenues, people that kind of are just already established elsewhere. That's why you'll see that sort of thing. But if you're fresh and new and you don't have much of a following and you're trying to get to the right audience and you drop a song, post that shit with the cover art, man. Post that shit with the title. Tag the producer, tag the engineer, tag the cover artist. Fuck, bro. Even go back to the old ways where you drop a song, right? And I remember this on Twitter way back when, probably like 2015 type shit. People would like drop a song and then go right under it and then tag a bunch of fucking promo pages. Or what are pages like Music Mondays now? Because now those promo pages they're not really around anymore, but you'll see, you know, your regular kind of media platforms, and that'll at least give you a chance to get checked out, right? And if there's at least some effort behind the post, people are like, wow, he actually gives a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, they actually care about what they're promoting to us. So start there, you know what I mean? Don't really wonder about why it's not going up, right? You know what I mean? Like, put a little bit more elbow grease into your releases, and I think you'll see why it proves fruitful. You know what I mean? And again, everybody's different. This is the thing that I really like work with people one-on-one with, because again, everybody's different. It's different strokes for different folks. And to the people that don't care about it, again, this isn't really a tip for you. But for the ones that are like, fuck, bro, why are my releases doing shit? Get out there. What do you mean? Like, for example, somebody like Drake could drop right the fuck now and it's gonna get eaten up. He could literally drop a link right now, no cover art, and it's gonna get eaten up. You're not that. You need to get in front of these people. You need to get in front of your audience, regardless of what you make, any genre. It doesn't fucking matter. I don't care if you make folk music, you know what I mean? Like, but if you're not out there promoting yourself, how the fuck are people supposed to find you? You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not talking about other artists either. Like, you know, all it takes is some kind of like exposure to your people, realistically. You know what I mean? So that's why that shit matters. And again, I could go on and on and on and on about this, but you know, totally something I could break down on you know, a deeper level on my personal channel and shit like that. But for that instance and kind of like what we're talking about, man, don't go on the internet and complain about why your releases don't get any love when you don't even love them yourself. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and you know, sometimes it sucks, yeah, but that's the name of the game, you know what I mean? Like, then don't be on the internet at the end of the day. Like, just like stats are a tool, the internet is a tool, right? So you can't look at this shit like it's fucking stressful, because it's a free online tool to expose you to a mass amount of people that will love your content, regardless of whether you make music, you do graphic design, YouTube, whatever. So look at this shit like a tool, you know what I mean? Let the fucking casual scrollers be casual people, you know what I mean? They're civilians. They're not, they're just listeners, you know what I mean? Like, they're regular people. Like, we need this as a tool to get exposed to those bigger audiences. So don't look at it in a negative light, you know what I mean? Because while it may suck, you know what I mean? There are thousands of cases making like pure headlines of people blowing up from their bedroom. And that wouldn't happen if it wasn't for the internet. So, think about that. You know what I mean? Think about that. But, yeah, that'll probably get uploaded on the channel. If you have any thoughts, definitely, comment down below. Drop a like, and subscribe, of course. But, that's that, my friends. That's that.